How would I land a high-paying job without experience? If I lost everything today, meaning no job, no degree, no experience, and no one to help, what would I do? If you're in a similar place or you're not sure even how to get started, I want you to hear this. I started my career digging holes for $8 an hour. Now, I'm the director of construction, leading construction teams, making multiple six figures. And if I had to start over today, just like where you might be right now, I'd still be able to land a high-paying job in less than 30 days. I'm talking $50,000 to $80,000 a year, zero experience or a college degree. And I know that sounds unbelievable, but I've helped people just like you do it over and over again, like my students Mike and Caleb. Mike was working in a pizza shop. Caleb was working in a grocery store. Neither had experience and now have jobs in construction management and are both making more money than the average American, regardless of age. I figured out a quicker, more affordable plan that gets you hired. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through exactly what I would do if I were in your shoes right now. If you're tired of guessing and wasting time and you're ready for a real shot to make good money fast, then this video is all you need. Let's go. Part 1, understand the real game. I could go back to square one. Here's what I would not do. I wouldn't start applying to hundreds of jobs online. I definitely wouldn't go back to school for 4 years. And I wouldn't wait around hoping for somebody to give me a chance, because that's not how the modern job market works anymore. Instead, I'd start by understanding this. Companies don't just hire experience. They hire people who can actually do things. They hire people who can solve problems. That's what construction is about. It's about sniffing out problems and providing solutions. They hire people that they think have the right attitude, the right work ethic, and the hunger to learn. Bonus points if that person doesn't have to be taught everything from scratch on day one. If they can be brought in to do something productive on day one, then that's a home run, because not only is the company paying you, they're paying someone to take the time away from their job to teach you. The company's biggest problem is finding new people who fit that mold. So if I can prove I can solve their problem even without experience, I win. And in today's world, that's totally doable, especially in construction. Part 2, pick a path where experience doesn't matter. The first thing I would do is pick a career that has a high demand and is urgently hiring, where experience or college degree isn't a barrier for entry. Companies are desperate for people who demonstrate passion for the job and the ability to do the job regardless of how they learned it. Fortunately, it's never been easier to find a career that matches exactly what you want to do. The best way you can find a career that is a good fit is through Course Careers, because they have free intro courses. Each intro course includes 3 short videos teaching you more about the specific career and what you'll be doing day to day. This will help you pick the right career in the future job. Maybe you're an introvert or you prefer working with your hands, and you'll have many options to pick from, but not all industries are like that. The construction industry certainly is, partly because college doesn't prepare you for the industry. And next time a college graduate comes out of school knowing how to do anything, that'll be the first time for me. And it certainly doesn't teach you how to use your hands, and it certainly doesn't teach you how to price or manage a project. When it comes to the construction industry, it's also because of supply and demand. The demand is growing, but the supply of new talent, that's dwindling. Every company's biggest problem is attracting and retaining new talent. As a result, the bar of entry has been lowered. Now, you could scoop ice cream or flip burgers. Those have a low barrier of entry as well, but you want to make sure that you educate yourself on the industries that pay well. Let me give you a few examples of high-paying roles where experience or degrees are not required. IT help desk, cybersecurity, tech sales, bookkeeping and accounting, logistics and supply chain coordination, digital marketing or paid ads, UI or UX design, software quality assurance. Again, my recommendation is construction project management or construction estimating, and those jobs can lead to executive positions or even entrepreneurship. These jobs, they can pay anywhere from $50,000 to $100,000 to start. Then you become a senior superintendent or a senior project manager. Those people make up to $180,000 a year. Then you can be a project executive or a department head. Those people can make well over $200,000 a year. Ask me how I know. Many of those positions can be remote, and many of them include the opportunity to travel. In my current position, I'm managing projects for clients all over the US, Canada, Ireland, and the UK. And all of those positions can be broken into if you know how. In the trades, we have the same thing. Think plumbing, HVAC, electrical. If you don't believe me, go listen to my podcast episodes where I interview blue-collar business owners who are paying people $20 to $30 an hour. That's $40,000 to $60,000 a year without any experience. Because if they didn't do that, they wouldn't have anyone. And in any case, the opportunity to become an entrepreneur makes the sky the limit. So I'd pick a career that fits my strengths, my interests, my lifestyle goals, and my income goals. And then I'd go all in, and I'd prove that I can do the job, and I'd do it without waiting for anybody's permission. Part 3, build a 30-day skill stack. Once I pick my path, I'd give myself 30 days to learn the core skills required for that role. skills that match the job description, actual job-ready skills. Now here's how. Find a targeted program, something like a Course Careers or other self-paced online certifications. And spend 2 hours a day on those courses, max, focusing on depth, not just speed. You want to actually retain the material. And I would document everything. Then I would build a small portfolio, maybe even do a personal project to show some proof for the skills that I've picked up. And then most importantly, I would find mentorship. Finding a mentor enables you to test your knowledge and prepare to appeal to a potential employer. Michael Jordan had a coach. Tom Brady had a coach. Go get yours and get ready to win. Of course, you can DM me. I'll be your coach. You can schedule a time with me at constructionmentor.org, or you can schedule time with me at coursecareers.com. Remember, this is not about becoming an expert. This is about becoming dangerous enough to be hireable. And in 2025, that is very possible in 1 month or less if you're focused. Part 4, prove value before asking for a paycheck. Here's the part nobody talks about. If I were starting from scratch, I wouldn't just ask for a job. I'd earn the attention first. I'd do that by creating undeniable proof of value. That means creating the perception that you are eager to learn. You research companies. What do they do? What are their niches? What awards have they won? Research your local market. What types of projects or products are hot right now? You want to create the perception that you've gained the basic knowledge to be productive on day one. Find out what companies want you to do. Learn the basics of those skills and learn how to market it by putting it on a resume or a portfolio. Create the perception that you have the right attitude. What type of culture do the companies that you're looking at promote? What involvement do they have in the community? How can you align that with your values? And then how do you market that to an employer? If you can send all of that directly to a hiring manager and you bypass all of the job boards entirely, you go direct to a company's website, you email every single email address you can find, you call the main number, you ask to speak to somebody who's in charge of hiring. Maybe that's human resources. Maybe that's a department head. Maybe it's the president of the company. Think about it. If you're a hiring manager and someone shows up and took the time to learn about your business, learn the basics so you don't have to waste time and money teaching them everything from scratch, and not only that, but the person fits in your culture and wants to be a part of it, and they show the intestinal fortitude and the proactiveness to aggressively get your attention, you, the hiring manager, just found the solution to your biggest problem: finding and retaining talent to grow in the company. You're not going to care if they have experience. You're going to want them on your team, because if you don't, your competitor will grab them. That's how you beat 500 applications with zero experience. You stop looking like a job seeker and you start looking like the solution. Part 5, build a network from zero fast. Let's say I don't know a single person. No connections, no referrals. Here's how I'd fix that. I'd go on LinkedIn. I'd find 50 people already working in the job that I want. I'd send each of them a DM, a custom DM, and I'd say, hey, Bob, I'm looking to learn how to break into the field. I came across your profile. I'm not asking for a job. I just want to learn what's really valuable in your role. If you had 5 minutes, I'd be grateful for any advice. Now, not everybody will respond. In fact, most won't, but some will, and that's all you need. Now, you've got a real human connection, and maybe even a referral down the line. Then, it's 10 times more powerful than applying to a job cold. Then what would I do next? I would go search for events. I'd go find trade shows. I'd go find job fairs. Anywhere that people congregate within the industry, even if they aren't looking for new hires, just go and start introducing yourself and asking them about their job. When you do that, have that resume in hand and ready. When you're talking to these people, make sure you get their business cards. Make sure you send them thank you emails. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I really enjoyed our talk. If you happen to know anyone looking for some help, or you know of any opportunities, here's my resume. I'd really appreciate it if you pass that along. Spoiler alert, no matter what industry you are in, no matter what job title you have, being able to talk to strangers and generating a rapport with them is one of the most valuable skills you can have. So start developing that muscle and open some doors while you're at it. Part 6, get to $50,000 a year, then stack from there. Here's where most people get stuck. They chase the perfect job right away. But if I were starting over, my goal would be simple. Land the first job that pays me $50,000 a year, that gets my foot in the door. And then from there, I'd build momentum, learn on the job, add more value, rip responsibility away from every person that I possibly could to create that value for myself. And that's how I would stack more skills and move up every 12 to 18 months. That's how you go from zero to $100,000 a year without college and without experience. It's not magic. It's not a hack. It's just strategy. And it works. Just ask the pizza pizza guy and the guy that was working at the grocery store. Part 7. If I had to pick one starting point, I would use Course Careers. It's an online platform that teaches people how to start careers in project management, estimating, drafting, HVAC, electrical, plumbing, and a whole bunch of other industries, all of which pay well and none of which require experience or a college degree. The best part are the free intro courses. These allow you to test the waters first. Then the full program is packed with value that goes way beyond teaching you the skills. They help you get hired with Quora, which is an AI course assistant. There's an ATS, optimized resume generator, and a guide that'll help you through the entire hiring process. It'll get you from getting those interviews to actually doing well on them. It's also affordable. It's $450 if you use the link. It's not tens of thousands of dollars like college or trade school, and you can even get a full refund. Course Careers also offers a bi-weekly payment plan option, and there isn't a college or trade school that'll offer you that. When you're inside the course, you also get one-on-one coaching from someone like me during the course, before your interviews, and even after you get the job to ensure you have success as soon as possible. And Course Careers even partners with companies that hire you without a degree. Course Careers has such a great relationship with companies who trust that their graduates are prepared for the job and will hit the ground running. That's what I wish I knew if I was starting over. A practical, faster way that works. I'll leave you with this. You don't need a stacked resume to get started. You need proof that you can provide day one value, a way to stand out from the crowd, and the courage to act while everyone else is waiting. If I were starting from scratch today, that's exactly what I would focus on. I wouldn't be wasting time. I wouldn't rack up debt. I'd learn how real businesses solve real problems. I'd prove that I can help and get paid to keep doing it over and over again. So if you're stuck or you're just starting, remember, you are not behind. You are one smart move away from momentum. And that move, it starts right now. If you're looking for a shortcut to get started, check out the free Course Careers intro course. The link is in the description. And if this video helped you, hit like, hit subscribe. In the next video, I'll show you exactly how to build proof, even if you've never had a job. I'll see you there.